Hey, ladies and dudes, I want to let you know this, and please forgive me for saying this, but I think the live action version of the Jungle Book is 10 times better than the live action version of Beauty and the Beast. Ah! The lots of booze! You scare me to death with the boo thing! I know, but please forgive me for saying this, but I like this one better. Because there's a whole lot of things that you need to know about this film. Big time. Well, anyway, hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka BlueBot1970. This is my review for today. And today, I'm finally heading back to movie review, ladies and dudes. And finally, we're heading on to movie review number 97. And this is one of the most biggest films of all time that came from in the year of 2016. And I'm sorry that I haven't done this movie review from last year. If I did, maybe I did see this movie review in theaters, but sadly I gotta save enough money for some other things here or there, if you know what I mean. But finally, I'm going to do this movie review of the live action version of the Jungle Book. And yes, I did remember at the time I did see the animated one, and I fell in love with the animated one too. I think it's because of the songs. I think the songs really did blew me away for enjoying a great classical film that was the last and final one that Walt Disney made before he passed away. That's a sad shame. But now, years later, they decided to redo this movie. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, this movie is the most smartest film I have ever watched because this movie is so darn smart. Maybe way more smarter than me. And I'll tell you why in a moment. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my 97th movie review of The Jungle Book. And now, let's head on to the main plot of the story. Well, as we all know about the main plot of the story, it's a story about this kid named Mowgli, who is 8 years old. He's been living in the jungle for the last 4 years. He's been raised by wolves. All he cares about that he's like a wolf. He's, part of the pack. He did fit in with the wolves pretty well, and everybody got along until one day, when they're heading to that peaceful rock that has leftover water. They met this really big cat named Shere Khan, and Shere Khan already found out that there's a kid who's living in the jungle, and he doesn't want this kid to be a part of the jungle and all that stuff. And, the wolves have no choice to exile their one and only son. Well, it's Mowgli's choice after all. It's Mowgli's choice to leave the jungle for good and not to get attacked by Shere Khan. And thanks to Bagheera, the panther, it's up to Bagheera to keep an eye on the kid and make sure that he needs to be safe and sound, if you know what I mean. And there's going to be a whole lot of chaos going on here and there in the jungle, and meet some other characters that we all know and love from this movie. Well, if you guys get the story. But so anyway, that's my whole entire plot of the live action version of the Jungle Book. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about this movie called The Jungle Book? To tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, this is one of the best movies I have ever watched. I mean, this movie really did blew me away from start to finish. And to tell you the truth is, this movie is truly way more smarter than me. Because I think this movie is kind of realistic to me with the visuals and the special effects, and the animals look kind of real. I mean, this movie is so darn real to me. I mean, it's a really mind blowing movie, if you know what I mean. So, I will say the storyline is good. I do like the songs, except for one, sadly. I love the special effects. I love the score. I love the characters. I love the voice acting. And this movie is too darn real for my taste. Because I wonder how the heck did that director guy do that? How the heck did he direct a really good movie, even if it's blue screen wise? How the heck did he find a way to make this movie so darn real? You know, that really did take place in the jungle. Yeah, like I said, this movie is way more smarter than me. I'm sure of it. So anyway, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of the live action version of The Jungle Book. I will say for the strongest points for this movie is truly the special effects. I mean, the special effects is pretty darn well done. I mean, I was in the jungle. I was having like a good time to go to a very unknown place that I have never been to before. I mean, this jungle looks too darn real for my taste. With the trees, the waterfall, the ruins, and the flowers, and all the animals look too darn real. I will say the only animal that's kind of real to me are the wolves. I think the wolves look pretty darn real to me. I remember one character I know that looks pretty darn real, that has beautiful fur and those the paws and that really cool wolf face. Well, I'll tell you that in the character wise in a moment. So yeah, I will say the special effects and the realistic of this movie is truly the main strongest point of the movie. As for the weakest points of the movie, I only found one little weak point. I'm sorry to say, ladies and dudes. It has to be that song called Trust Me, sang by Scarlett Johansson. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies and dudes. I really do like Scarlett Johansson. She is a really, really good actress, and I think she does have a great singing voice. But I do have a very big, giant problem with this song, and it really did bother me. And I think this song doesn't fit this movie pretty well. Yeah, my main problem with this song is it sounded too much like a James Bond song. I mean, when I listen to the rhythm and sound very carefully, it feels like a James Bond song. And I just pay attention to this song very carefully, even if it's 1 minute and something like seconds. It really did bother me. But don't get me wrong, Scarlett Johansson, she did a good job singing the song, and she did a great job of playing Ka, even if she had one scene in the film. But it's the song that really did bother me. It really sounds like a James Bond song. And I think this song doesn't fit well to the movie. It needs to have a jungle rhythm to it, or rather, it needs to be creepy and sound like or something. I don't know. But yeah, to tell you the truth is, I think this song, it should fit well in a James Bond song. And well, if you guys ever go back and rewatch, listen to your favorite James Bond tunes, I don't know which ones you like, I guess you'll know what I'm talking about. So yeah, sadly, for one little major weak point of the song, well, the weak point for this movie is the Trust in Me song. I think it needs to fit well in a James Bond film and not a live action Disney film, if you guys get the picture. And now let's head on to the characters of the movie, and I'll go with the three characters who are truly the best of the best in my own opinion. So let's get this started. I will go with the first character is Mowgli's mother, the wolf mother. Played by that actress that we remembered who was in 12 Years a Slave. and Nonstop. It's so hard to pronounce her name. But I really do like Mowgli's wolf mother. I think she's definitely the most beautiful character I have ever seen. With such beautiful fur, she has a lovely wolf face, and she's a really kind and sweet mother. And I really love the character development and chemistry between her and her little boy son, who's human. It I mean, I really like that relationship, and I do like the relationship with her and her cute little puppies. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything to say, but I do like Mowgli's mother overall. And we got Shere Khan, played by the actor we do remember. I don't know him much, but I do remember he played that gatekeeper from Thor. I think he reprised his role for the second one as well. I really like Shere Khan. He's a really cool villain. He's threatening, he's terrifying, he's really darn scary. And that guy had a really fantastic voice to play Shere Khan. I think he's way more scarier than Scar from The Lion King, if you know what I mean. Yeah, we better be careful with that dude. He is threatening and terrifying, if you know what I mean. So yeah, he's an excellent character overall. And the final character I want to talk about, and truly the best performance in the whole entire movie, is King Louie, played by that weird, strange dude named Christopher Walken. I will say that Christopher Walken did a really good job of playing a really cool, big, giant orangutan who was the king of all in the monkey world, I guess. I mean, he had a great personality, great attitude. He's a really tough, bad A-word king, and this one is pretty realistic to me. He's a realistic orangutan. I do remember one point in the movie where, if you pay attention to the right arm, it kind of looks like something from it's like a puppet. I guess somebody or someone used some type of CGI thingy, whatever, tried to make it like a puppet wise for, for his arm. It's hard for me to say. But yeah, King Louie is a really cool guy, and I do love I Wanna Be Like You song. That was a nice jaw-dropping song, if you know what I mean. Yeah, another thing about Mowgli's mother, I think Mowgli's mother is truly the realistic animal I have ever seen in this whole entire film, because this wolf looks too darn real, in my own opinion. Well, hard for me to say. So I'm sorry I forgot to mention that part to you in my movie review. Well, if you know me, I made so many mistakes here and there. Well, if you guys get the picture. And now, ladies and dudes, here's my final thoughts of The Jungle Book. Overall, the live-action version of The Jungle Book is 10 times better of a live-action film than Beauty and the Beast, because I think this film is way more smarter than the other one. I will say the storyline is good, the characters are likable, it has great, beautiful special effects, it's a realistic film. Overall, it had a neat score. It only has two good out of 3 of the songs. They're amazing. One is bad, the other's good. It's just a great film overall, and please check out this movie to believe it. So for my rating for this film, I give it a 9 out of 10. Once again, I'm collecting so many good films here and there that has a 9 out of 10. And this movie does belong in there, if you know what I mean. So anyway, that's my whole entire plot of the live-action version of The Jungle Book. Yeah, the live-action version of The Jungle Book. Sorry for my mistake again, and I hope you enjoyed this movie review. And join me once again for my next movie review to come. I don't know what it is, and we're hang on to my 100th movie review very soon in the main future. I'm not sure which one will be. And also, I will do my very first TV show review of the final season of Samurai Jack. So, be prepared for that one to come, sadly to say, for the final season of Samurai Jack. And I'll see you all later. Sayonara.